Card weekend with what should be a great one between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn it. Every front of this line is for my turn, yeah.
Sometimes you need a friend. Nothing less than a sugar finger for letting in.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. Going for a touchback. On first down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
57's the mark. 57's the mark. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. to the air. Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ty Johnson.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Left side here to Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Gain of 3. 1st down, New York.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
It's 2nd down.
Second and 11. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
It's 2nd down.
2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it with Johnson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. A give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 43-yard line.
Allen now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jets 10.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Johnson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's a throw that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third down, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Johnson, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's brought down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
The extra point.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Allen, flush to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Alert, alert, alert. 57's the mic. Watch 57. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Watch quick. 57. Mike, 57. 3 balls, 3 balls.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go with Watt again, the fullback. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's the Jets punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Allen's
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run with Sanders. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw is Allen. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
49,
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to loft one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 46 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Jets 31, Bills 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Tonight's final score, Jets 30.